Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. My name as always is Jamie Hughes and today I'm going to be giving you my review of Hidden Figures. Now as always with my videos, this review may include spoilers, so you have now been warned. Okay, let's jump into this review and let me give you a quick overview before we get started of what Hidden Figures is all about. So it tells the story of these three black women that worked for NASA in the 1960s during the height of the space race. And it tells their story and follows their journey of them trying to break down racial and gender barriers, not only in America, but also within NASA itself. Straight off the bat, this story is incredible, and the way that this film deals with racism is just so, like, heartbreaking to watch. And I think the reason why it works so well is because of the casting and the characters and all of the cast that are in this film, because I think this is one of the best casted films I've ever seen. Like, there was not one weak performance, everyone was great, and the chemistry between the three main actresses in this film, Janelle Monáe, Octavia Spencer and Taja P. Henson, was just what just made me adore this film, because they have such a sweet, almost innocent chemistry to them. And I felt like these girls were friends for years before this film, and it just worked so well, and it made this film and it made these scenes more impactful because you cared about every character. Like, even like the minor characters, like Jim Parsons' character, who was like the racist dick, Kevin Costner and Kirsten Dunst were all great in this film, and it just really made a difference for how much I cared about all these characters and how much I cared about this film straight up from the off, basically. I also loved the way that this film looked and felt, because I felt really immersed and I felt myself getting lost in this film a couple of times for how really authentic and beautiful it looked, and I think it encaptured the 60s perfectly, especially using like real footage. It kind of, as stupid as it sounds, I kind of felt like it was a documentary at points. I could feel myself like really losing my disbelief here, and I got really invested in this film. But on the flip side, there was some things that took me out of this film, and one of those things was the use of music in this film, because they used, like, Pharrell Williams like wrote a couple of songs for this film and they used them within the film, and it just kind of took me out, because you had all this great authentic 60s style of film, and then you're throwing like modern pop songs on top of it, and it just kind of took me out, and it took away from my overall enjoyment of this film, because it took me out of the film. Then I had to try and get back into it, and it was kind of leading up to quite poignant scenes, so when I was in those scenes, it just kind of took me away, and they didn't really have the full impact like I felt they were going to have, if that makes any sort of sense. And another thing that this is just kind of a funny thing, like the maths in this film is so ridiculous that I just got lost. Like, I just didn't know what was going on because there was so much maths getting thrown around. But that is probably part of the fact that I'm a fucking idiot and it took me 4 years to pass GCSE maths. So I just blew my tiny mind when they were doing like decimal points and all that shit, yeah. So, doesn't take away from the overall enjoyment of this film. I really suggest you go and see it. It was a story that needed to be told, and I'm glad they told it. And if you have seen Hidden Figures, let me know what you thought about it. As always, down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the very next episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. Bye.